history, win 5 straight games in a row. How the competitor in you, how much does that excite you, knowing everybody's starting fresh and knowing the history ahead?
Yeah, just we want to do that. We have to win Wednesday, so I think that's our focus. Right now it's Northwestern. This time of year it's like March, right? We got a lot of young kids that never played in March and played in tournaments like this. So you just got to do everything you can to survive in advance. We can't do what you've said if we don't win Wednesday. So here's to winning Wednesday.
And speaking of, kids experiencing this for the first time, it'll also be the first experience for a lot of people because this year's arena is sold out.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you to be able to go into this tournament knowing that every seat's going to be filled?
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what Wednesday looks like, but no, it's great. It's our game has just exploded here in the last years, and our league has done a really good job of capitalizing on some really good players and with some really good teams and coaches in our league. And last year it was great. Obviously, it helped because Iowa makes it all the way to the championship, so it helps with attendance. And I just think the top teams in our league are really, really good right now. And people want to get out to watch good basketball. It's just great for our game.
Coach, what do you remember about your first, tournament game, and what you're sort of telling your freshmen, getting ready for their first opportunity to experience what you've experienced?
Yeah, honestly, I had some really good seniors. So just come off the bench and do my job. Didn't think of it any other way, just another basketball game. It was in our backyard down in Indy, so that helped. And we had a good little run freshman year, and we were able to get the job done. So don't treat it as anything else other than every possession matters all year round. But now it's just magnified. Just go out there and have fun. There's no pressure on us. Just relax and play basketball. If we can compete like we did against Penn State, like we did last night against Michigan, then you kind of just live with the results.
Is Northwestern still a little bit fresh with you guys because it was just a few?
Like 3 weeks
or is that too long for it to be
3
fresh?
weeks. No, it's I don't know where it is in their minds. For us, it feels like we just kind of played them. We got our butts kicked at Indiana, then responded on the road there. Defensively, we were really locked in. We were able to push pace and get out in transition and score the basketball. Obviously, things change up for us a little bit without Caitlin out there. But for us, it's March. It's a tournament. It's you gotta find a way to make plays to win a basketball game.
Even without Caitlin,
Yep.
are you still emphasizing transition?
Yeah,
It seemed like you had pretty good success Sunday when you got the ball out and you ran.
It's what we envision for us is getting out in the open floor. Even without Caitlin now, it puts a lot more pressure on us in the court offense, just because we felt so comfortable throwing the ball into Caitlin. Now at the same time, we've got to do a better job. Elena worked her tail off inside last night and had to position. We got to throw her the basketball. We got to do a better job of making sure, she touches the ball in the paint. And we've got to get stops. We got to rebound the basketball, go in transition. We've got to crash the offensive glass. We did that pretty well at their place. We've got to limit turnovers. So a team that just went on the road and played really well at Rutgers. So they're probably coming in on a high note. So just got to play really, really hard. Give yourself a chance to win a basketball game.
Now, all year you guys have been a team that's been so close, winning a lot of losing a lot of really close matchups. How do you become the team that can come out on top?
Yeah, just making plays, and I think we've lost 8 games by 9 points or less this year, and you get half of those, right? Your record looks a lot different than it does, but it's not just the end of the game plays, right? Like it's the games throughout the game, the plays throughout the games that they're just magnified even more, because if you don't win, your season is done. So for us, it's making sure we try to find a way to make all those plays. Every box out is ours. Every 50-50 ball is ours. This time of year, you gotta find a way to create your own luck, and hopefully we can do that Wednesday.
Shunda Jones went a little dormant the last couple of games, and then reemerged, scored 16 points. What are you looking for her to just do on the court to sustain the effort that she brought last night against Michigan.
Yeah, we talked a lot about it. It's just she's got to be Rashonda, and Rashanda's a scorer. I think there was a time where she was trying to be a playmaker. We've got JT to do that. When Rashanda's on the floor, she's got to be a scorer, look to be a threat for us. And I thought she came out super aggressive. There in the first quarter, kind of allowed us to get some transition buckets. I think our first bucket was a pass to MA on fast break from Rashonda, and then she was able to get to the paint and score. She just looked confident yesterday, and her speed is something that we can try to take advantage of.
How do you sum up Mary Ashley's, what she's done this year as a freshman, putting her in the starting lineup for the
What's that? Sorry, I don't know what he's trying to tell me here.
But anyway, just putting her in the starting lineup second game,
Yeah.
just kind of throwing a lot of stuff at her this year.
Yeah.
Just how she handled that, and how has she come out here on the other end?
Just maturity. There's been some games where she's been really, really good, and some games where you could tell she's a freshman out there just learning. And like last night was one of the games where she just hasn't played with Elena a lot, and Caitlin could really make reads off of her. So just trying to get Mary Ashley to kind of let the game come to her. And anytime she allows the game to kind of come to her, she's really, really good. She's great in the open floor. Obviously, rim running for us. She can knock down 15-footers. But her work all year long has just been so solid. An improvement. She, like you said, we thrusted her into it right away, and she accepted the challenge, and really proud of her, and excited for the future with her.
The Western did a good job of pressing them full court. What do you expect for them to do differently to maybe ease that pressure and ease that stress?
Northwestern's press?
No, your press against them.
Against them, they broke it pretty easily. I thought we got to make some adjustments. I think when Rashonda and Sophie come in, we fly around a little bit better than our first group does. So look for that group to be a little bit more aggressive. I think Sophie and Rashonda just got them young legs out there. They can fly around like that. So we've got to be able to turn them over on whether full court or half court, just because it allows us to let our offense from our defense.
Now, losing such an integral player like Caitlin, but being able to have Elena step up and just having your whole team kind of rally around, still put on a great performance against Michigan, what does that tell you as a coach, what kind of players that you have in your locker room?
Yeah, just they've been hard workers all year. It hasn't translated to wins the way we wanted it to, but they're committed to keep working hard and chasing this thing and trying to play as long as we can. You knew that they were going to rally around Caitlin, and Caitlin was great on the bench. I thought, Elena, you might not show up at the box score, but I thought Elena had a really solid game for us. It was a moment just where we were really, really proud.